Mr. Alexander Muthoot is Managing Director at Muthoot Finance. He joins us on a phone line from Kochi. So thanks very much. Good morning. Prashant here. Could you tell us the basic reason for the numbers, sir? I mean, profits are up 60% year on year.
Yeah, one of the reasons was that we modified a little bit about our processes in respect to interest collection and servicing of interest, where we are now started a little more aggressively collecting of our interest dues. We have started a call center. We have started advising the branches to go and meet customers, so that the customers who earlier were not paying up the interest regularly are now more or less regular and periodical in payment of interest. So collection of interest has been the big uptick which we have seen in the last quarter, and which we see continuing in the next quarters also. So that is actually really impacted the profit positively.
So how has that happened, sir? I mean, how are non-paying customers now paying interest regularly?
I know.
How have you achieved that?
Because of the actions taken by the branch itself. The company has redefined its processes, meeting customers, calling customers, sending them SMS, and also educating the customers to pay the interest more periodically, so that the interest burden is not there on them. Instead of waiting for 5-6 months to pay the interest, we are trying to collect it monthly and quarterly, etc. So for the full interest, we are trying to collect, and that is why the interest collection has come better, and our profits are also better now.
So, so gold prices are also up substantially, right? Compared to, I mean, compared quarter on quarter or compared year on year, right?
Yeah, year on year.
That I'm sure is also.
It has gone up by about 10%. The gold price has also gone up by. It has also helped because people are now seeing gold as a much better commodity, and so people are borrowing more on gold loan, and lesser and lesser people are trying to abandon the gold also.
Right. No, so the recovery would also be helped by this factor, sir?
Yeah.
Higher gold prices?
Yeah, so certainly helps to some extent, but more is because of the steps taken by us with regard to recovery. So we are actually educating the customers. Gold loan was certainly earlier seen as a bullet payment, where people take a loan and after 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, whenever they felt like it, they were coming and taking back the loan. Now we are making it into a more periodical interest payment culture. The culture is rather we are the culture we are changing in that. So that is what is we are teaching our customers, that they should regularly start paying their interest. Earlier it was always bullet repayment of interest and principal.
No, I mean, let's imagine that gold prices for the first quarter 17 compared to Q4 of 16, say, assuming goes down, say 15%. What do you think that the impact of that will be on collections?
Collections, there will definitely be an impact, because people will still feel that they should not abandon their gold, they should not lose their gold. They will come back and pay the interest, because the gold price is also going up. They wouldn't want to lose their gold. So if people don't pay the interest, we have to finally auction it. So the number of auctions have also come down, and we also started a settlement scheme. One-time settlement scheme was there. It had also helped, and now we are educating them better. It's actually a concept change which you are trying to do in the gold loan market.
Okay. What was the interest recovery, sir? I mean, in the quarter?
The interest collections were 1,400 crores. 1,400 crores in this quarter.
Interest collections?
Interest recovery. Yes, interest recovery, yeah.
Okay. And, I mean, what about auctions?
Auctions for the whole year was 3,000 crores. The whole year, the auctions were 3,000 crores. The whole year, the advances would have been about 90,000 crores. We would have auctioned about 3,000 crores.
Right. I mean, are you, in cases where, repayment is not happening, etc., are you settling with borrowers? in any way by taking a small haircut?
Yeah. We settle with the borrowers. We give them some interest concessions, etc., and settle it. And if they are not coming forward for settlement, only then we go for the auctions. Otherwise, we don't go for the auctions at all. We are trying to discourage customers taking auctions. So we do some settlements also. We give them some interest concessions so that they get back their gold.
Do you think the big point that you're making is that you are trying to change the culture, right? I mean, basically periodic repayment compared to bullet repayments.
Yes,
do you think you'll be successful in that, sir, over a period of time, or you think?
Yes, because
a vast majority may not make that transition. They may not want to.
We are seeing that because every day around 40,000 people come to us to take a loan. The same 40,000, another 40,000 come to repay their loan, and we have seen that another 80,000 come to pay their interest, which was not there earlier. So people are coming just to pay the interest.
Just to pay the interest. Okay.
Yeah. That's the shift we are seeing.
What is financial year 17 going to look like? Could you give us some indication, sir?
Yeah, we think we should see the book growing by around 10% plus, and also the profits also proportionately the same profits also. We should like to see 10% growth in profit also.
Around 10%. What about, asset quality, sir? Delinquencies, etc.?
You see, our loan loss is actually what the loss which comes to the company. Earlier years, it was about 19 crores, 20 crores every year. This year, it is only 10 crores. Loan loss means that is all the bad debts, the spurious gold, the stolen gold, the burglary, theft, all those things we write off in the year itself. That is actually the loss. For us, NPA is not a loss because that gold is still with us. And whatever NPA you see in the books, as we are speaking, 50% of that would have been liquidated by now itself. It is just giving people extra pay. For gold finance company, it is a loan loss which needs to be sold. And our loan loss is just 0.04% of our interest collections, of our outstanding, 0.04% only. And that is very, very reasonable. And compared to last year, it has come down by 50%. Earlier it was 19 crores, 20 crores. This year it's only 10 crores. Every type of loss, whether it is NPA loss, bad debt loss, stolen loss, spurious gold loss, everything is written off in this 10 crores.
So that is basically halved for you, 10 crores compared to almost 20 crores in 15.
Yes.
Right. And obviously, the attempt will be to further reduce that, right, going forward?
Certainly. We have security measures, safety measures. We train our staff to see that they don't accept stolen gold, they don't accept spurious gold, etc. That's a constant training which we need to give our staff.
Okay. But what percentage of this write-off is due to spurious gold, sir?
Nowadays, very little.
Factor?
Even 5% or 10% of this may be to spurious gold. Very little.
The rest is basically non-recovery.
Another good percentage is people come and pledge stolen gold with us, and accidentally we keep taking it, and then finally it has to be returned to the customer. It's a loss for us. Of course, sometimes burglary, theft also happens. Staff fraud also happens. All sorts of problems are there in gold also. Because these are all very valuable and precious commodity, cash and gold. So it's always there. That's a part of the...
So what is... Could you talk to us a little bit about business diversification as well? How is that going?
Yeah. We have slowly started diversifying our portfolio. We have now started a housing finance company, which is having a portfolio of about 30 crores as on date. We would like to grow it. That company would be looking at, as a subsidiary, it will be looking at the affordable housing sector, which is actually the customers of the gold loan customers. We have about 6.6 million active gold loan customers at any point of time. They are potential customers for affordable housing. So we would like to use Muthoot Finance as lead generators for giving these loans. And actually our customers can also be benefited because they will get the affordable housing finance from Muthoot Homefield. That's a subsidiary of Muthoot. And we have a subsidiary in Sri Lanka, which is also a small subsidiary, but doing quite well. It has actually doubled its AU and profits in this current year. And we have also getting into the microfinance. We have purchased, or we are getting into purchase of a microfinance, Bellstar Microfinance. It has about 360 crores of assets under management. So going forward, after the regulatory approvals, etc., we would be holding a majority stake in that company also. So that's also going slowly, but probably in the next 1-2 years, and going forward also, gold will be our focus product. Gold loan will continue to be a focus product, but we are gradually building up these other verticals also. And we are also getting into the insurance broking business. The company has got the regulatory approval. One more approval is again awaited. A small company which is doing the insurance broking. It's going to be 100% subsidiary of Muthoot. So we are diversifying our portfolio. We are trying to diversify our other fundings, other incomes also.
So housing finance portfolio under the subsidiary is 30 crores.
Yeah, 30.
Sri Lanka, what is the operation, sir? What is the nature of the operation of the company there in Sri Lanka? What does it do?
It's a non-banking finance company which is doing hire purchase. After association with us in the last year, we have now full year of operation is one. First year of full operations. They have started gold loan also. They are also into microfinance in Sri Lanka. It has a portfolio of around 20 billion. 3 billion Sri Lankan. You can just make it half. Indian rupee is half.
So that's about 1,000 crores.
No, just let me get that numbers better. 8.1 billion, sorry, not 20, 8.1 billion. So it's about 400 crores. 400 Indian
400 crores.
Yeah.
The microfinance company here that you bought with a majority stake is about 360 crores in AUM now, right?
Yeah. We are not bought, we are buying into it. We are waiting for the 264 crores. 264 crores.
Okay.
It has an AUM of
264.
Microfinance.
Okay. And that works in which part of the country, sir?
It works in Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Bhopal, etc.
Okay. And you said you're also getting into the insurance broking business.
Insurance broking is already there. We are making it into a 100% subsidiary. It's a small company, but it's a 20 crore purchase. 20 crore purchase.
All right. Thanks very much, Mr. Muthoot. Appreciate you joining in with all of that. It's a pleasure. And good luck for all the other ventures. And of course, for the main business, the gold loan business, as well as you're saying, that is also improving. The recoveries are improving and they're making a concerted effort to change that. I mean, more regular periodic loan repayments compared to bullet repayments, which was the norm earlier.